What is up, people? Any tier guild right there, guild forever. Tonight we are going to be reviewing Shiki episodes 19 and 20. I was going to attempt to finish it off tonight, but I noticed there was an extra episode, like kind of in between episodes 20 and 21. So, with that said, I'm just going to stop it here, and tomorrow we will do episode, I guess, 21, episode 20.5, and then after that, episode 21, and I'm assuming after that, episode 22, which is the last episode. Unless I got that backwards. Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, let's review it. So, it turns out the humans are going on a hunting spree. They're hunting down these some of my guns. Pow, motherfudger. Get staked. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, but they really did a good job, though. The one thing that I am very impressed with the show is they really do a good job of making you see things of not only just the human side on how they are handling the situation with what the vampires done to them, but is showing how the vampires are coping with the idea of fighting against the humans and how they are losing their people because they're attacking them during the day. And I noticed Wolf Boy isn't doing anything about it. The blue-haired Wolf Boy, you would think he would try to stop this malicious, but probably he doesn't try to because there's too many of them. And even if he does take down maybe a few here and there, I don't think he can handle a whole mob. They probably would all jump him and gun him down or just stake the hell out of him. So that's probably the reason why he hasn't made an appearance or decided to do anything about this malicious. But because of that, they've gotten rid of quite a few of them. I mean, even whatchamacallit, Wolf Boy said that they've gotten rid of at least a good 30% of their people by staking them. So that's a good thing. They've already gotten rid of 30% of their people. Still, there's still quite a large of them still to go around to get rid of. I hope Megumi gets staked or gets murdered by Natsuno. If Natsuno or even Kaori, if Kaori or Natsuno murders Megumi, I will be so happy. I can't tell you how much I hate that manipulating, narcissistic, annoying little beep. I want that chick dead, like murdered in cold blood. Because once again, I don't see how anyone can like her character. And if you like her character, you better give me a good damn reason why you like her. And if you're telling me you like her because you like that little spicy or like pretty much aggressive person, you got problems. You got problems if you like someone like that. Honestly, that's a turnoff for me. I'd murder that chick right there on the spot. Well, because she's a vampire. If she wasn't, she was human, man, I'd be like, F this chick. I ain't gonna hang out with her. She's annoying. I can't deal with her. Like, I can't. She's too narcissistic. She's too much of a pain, and I just don't see anything about her that's likable. Oh, she's like to a certain kind of character. That don't mean nothing. I can see why Yuki doesn't like her. She's a beep. She literally is a beep. She is very unlikable, in my opinion. But on the real though, I feel like Natsuno was kind of, he swung the other way, if you know what I mean. I just feel like he swung the other way because he didn't look like he was forming that much bonds with women. But when it came to Toru, which is the only one he ever bonded with, I mean, it's like you can only assume that. Granted, no one would ever bond with Megumi. Let's be real. Kaori is probably too young, maybe around the same age range as Natsuno. But let's be real though. If someone else were to go out with Natsuno, Megumi would be the biggest beeped to that person. Like if Kaori were to go out with Natsuno, I can already see Megumi making Kaori's life hell. Because Megumi is that petty and so pathetic that her life revolves around Natsuno. To the point that she's a stalker. I mean, she was a stalker, she was a psycho, she's a beep, and she's just all around bad, man. I'm sorry, but F that chick. But overall, I'm really happy. It turns out, though, once again, these two episodes did a good job of trying to get the viewer to sympathize with the Shiki, to let him to know, like, even though the Shiki are the ones that murdered people to begin with, the Shiki only did it because they were hungry and starving and need blood to survive. But to be honest, though, a lot of these Shikis are victims, so to speak. It all started with Sunako being like, bitten by a vampire and caused her to become one, and then she spread the chain over the course of time. Like, she spread it, she made it worse. Now, I will say this: is it wrong for a Shiki to consume human? Here's the thing: no matter how you go about it, no matter what you do, murder is still murder. Yes, I know you need blood to survive, but you could have handled it in a much more different way. Instead of straight up just going sucking up humans' bloods, why don't you be like, hey, I need help, look at me, I'm a monster, can you help me? Maybe they could have given you a transfusion or something. Like, they could have given you blood samples. I'm pretty sure hospitals or places donate blood. Like, people donate blood all the freaking time. You could have went to a hospital and been like, hey, I need some blood. And if you're worried they would call the police on you and try to kill you, you can be like, this is a disease or something, or this is something that happened to me. And again, if you still don't want to get caught, you should go to a hospital, raid a hospital and get some blood there, and bam, problem solved. You could even go so far as to go to your family and be like, look at what happened to me. If I don't get blood, I'm going to die and I'm going to suffer. You could have just asked a family member to like literally get some blood out, pour it in a glass, and bam, drink yourself a little glass of blood. You don't have to bite people and kill them to the point that you don't gotta kill them to the point to where, they die and then you hypnotize them. Because you manipulate them, you brutally hurt them, you kill. No matter what happens, you kill. And yes, even though technically you need this to survive, you died a long time ago. Assuming so. Like, you died. You've had your years. These humans only live for so long. Humans live 100 years. Most humans die at the age of 70 or 80 or around between those numbers. So, like, I'm just saying, like, life is already short for a human being. Vampires are only making it that much shorter. And yes, even though if you bite them, they become risen and they live forever, and then from there they just need blood and they don't got to worry about dying ever again. That's a selfish thought, because once again, you have to sacrifice other people just to fuel your own starvation. But once again, you lived your life, you've had your peace, just pass away and let someone else that hasn't had a full life live their life. These vampires even go so far as to suck the blood of children. Effing children. Children, people. I'm sorry, but I don't condone this. Murder is still murder. They need to be put down, bottom line. And there's even though your excuse is, hey, even if we feed on them, they'll just become risen, they'll become of us, and they'll be cool. Not all of them get the chance to come back. Some of them just permanently just stay and pass on. What are you going to say to the people you consume that don't pass on? Be like, oops, my bad, bro. Thanks for the blood, though. No, it doesn't work like that, chief. That's not how it works. So in my opinion, no. Shiki need to be put down. They either need to be handled and treated. And when I mean handled and treated, is that they find ways to cure them while supplementing them with some kind of blood. Not like a crap ton, but supplement them with something just enough to survive until they can find a way to cure them. Unless they try to work with humans and be like, look, we don't want to die, but we don't want to hurt you. Can we work something out? Talk it out. And even if you can't talk it out, anything is better than killing people, because no matter what, if you kill people, people will notice, and then people will come kill you, because it's an eye for an eye. You kill someone, they will kill you back. You talk to someone, you could expose yourself and ultimately risk your life, true, but either way, by killing other people, you put your life at risk anyway, because eventually you will get caught. You can't just keep doing this and eventually think like you're never going to get caught. Besides, you lived for hundreds and hundreds of years. Especially you, Sunako. You've lived for a long time. I get that you have a body of a girl, but obviously your mind is that... Your mind should be that of an adult at this point. And if you lived like 300 years or longer, you lived your life. Let other people live theirs. Even though it's true vampires go through some suffering, why don't you turn yourself in? Turn yourself in and be like, look, I live my life, I live my years, I don't want to hurt people, but I don't want to suffer a painful death. Can you help me pass on without necessarily suffering slowly? Like, if you give people time to research you, they'll find ways to handle this problem a lot more efficiently. One could argue that like the humans would just straight up try to kill you without any remorse. True, but either way, it's gonna happen either way. It's gonna happen whether you do it the good way or the bad way. Humans will still find you out. Some will accept you, some will not. But either way, if you go the bad route, they will not accept you, period. Only maybe a few handful that you've befriended, but for the most part, most humans will not befriend you, and you will be killed in a murderous way either way. Still, I'm not saying not get blood, but you could have. But there are other methods to handling this. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, guys, let's see. Let's go with the question. Let's go with the questions. This is kind of generic, while at the same time not really. It doesn't. It relates to the series, but it's different. Okay, let me ask you this. Question number 1, guys. Why do you believe? If you know, but if you don't know, give me your best answer. Why do you believe vampires require blood to survive? Let me know in the comment section below of this video. Question 2. If you were to rise back, what would you rather be? A vampire or a werewolf? Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, guys, other than that, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.